Hey YouTube, this is Scarecrow Kaiser. I'm going to do a deck profile here on Ultimate Daiyusha Dimension Police. So, starting Vanguard, Daiyusha. His superior ride is more helpful than I anticipated it to be. I actually use his superior ride a lot to get my momentum, getting to the cross ride and then braking faster and stuff, and help me not miss ride. It's if you're using it to get from grade 2 to grade 3, it's a minus. It's a -2 then, but if you do it once you're already grade 3, then it's say like a -3. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes the early momentum that it can give you will help make up for it. Trigger lineup: 6 crit, followed with 6 draw. The reason for the 6 crit and the 6 draw is once you get to your Vanguard and start limit breaking, if your opponent has at least 3 damage and you swing, they are in the threat of you hitting a crit and dealing 3 damage to them in one shot. So they'll have to use a lot of shield to block the Vanguard, and then that's where you're going to have your rear guards not attack their Vanguard. You'll have your rear guards then go after their rear guards, and you play that at kind of like control base, because your Vanguard can literally kill your opponent in a single shot. So your opponent has to, even with 6 crit, they still have to worry about you one-shotting them. And when they use a huge amount of shield to block the Vanguard, you'll more likely hit. You'll have a not more likely. You can hit one of these draw triggers, since your Vanguard's not going to hit anyway. And if you're going to go for the control by killing the rear guards, the crit kind of goes to waste if you plan on attacking the rear guards anyway. So the draw trigger does that. But even when you hit the crit, you can still use the crit and attack their Vanguard. If they're at 4, then they'll have to block it anyway and use more shield that way. But I like this trigger lineup. It plays well with the deck's playstyle of going for control. And the draw triggers help you get to the 6 draws. If you have to superior ride and take that huge minus, these draw triggers can help you build up your resources again. And then last, we have the obvious 4 heals. Grade 1s, we have 2 Glory Maker. I like her. She's a 10k boost for Daiyusha. Limit breaking, he hits 25. If you Soul Blast a Mariner, you hit 28, which is a very sweet spot to hit against a cross ride. It means they would have to 30 guard 1 to pass, so they'd have to 35 guard 2 to pass. And then against, like, if their opponent's actually just a 10k, they have to 20 guard 1 to pass. We have 4 perfect guards, 4 Mariner. This card's really good. It's your ideal turn 1 ride, so you can use its effect later. And then we have 4 Lander. His effect is sometimes relevant, but not extremely. He's mostly good because he's a robo. 4 Lady. Her effect is almost never relevant. Sometimes it is. Mostly she's a dimensional robo. Then we have 4 Dragon. Very good card. He hits decent numbers, like sweet spots against cross rides and stuff like that very easily. Even teamed up with just like a if you have to, like a crit, like a 4k, he'll hit 16. So more like he'll teamed up with Lander or something, he'll hit 18, which is good against a cross ride still. 3 Mikas. Since their opponent will have to block your Vanguard since you can one-shot them. Then you can have her go after a rear guard. If she hits, you get another plus. And you don't really use your counterblast that much this deck, other than her and Dimariner. But obviously she's usually better to use your counterblast on. Just puts more pressure on the opponent. Then we have 4 Daiyushas and 4 ulti Daiyushas. The deck's pretty decent. I like it. If you're gonna play this deck, I suggest you probably play it with a more intelligent playstyle than just trying to attack their Vanguard. This card puts so much pressure on the opponent that you can really take advantage of the fact that he can one-shot them and go for the control plays. That's it. Thank you for watching.